Hey everybody, I'm out here with Shang-a-lang-a-lang-a-lang, and we out digging today. And yeah, he said he's back there cursing, but my first decent target was a memorial scent. Isn't that crappy? This is an old site. I'm hoping for Spanish or seeded in here, but or at least some flat buttons. But God, why? Why, God, why? Well, folks, I don't know what I've got here. It looks like maybe a pocket watch back. I don't know if it's going to have anything on it or not. It was gilded at one time. Gold gilded. Yeah, I'm going to call that a pocket watch back. Hey everybody, it's been a long, slow day so far with Shang-a-lang, but we're hoping there's a piece of a bell of some sort. Bell metal. Yep. Broken by the plow. That stuff is so brittle. All right, we'll back at it. See if we find anything else today, hopefully. Here is Shang-a-lang's find so far. He got him a dandy style Haim ball. That's kind of nice. I bet that blew your ears off.
It's a knob.
A knob, gas fitting here. Looks like a wheat cent. Yeah. He's got a lumber company token from somewhere. Pack rivet, some other junk. All right, good deal, man. Good dealio. Little furniture tack. That's a tacky find right there.
It's not a tic tac.
That's a tic tac.
I think that's aluminum.
Yeah, it's aluminum.
At first, it looked kind of black.
Yeah,
I thought
cool.
Maybe a slither of silver.
Slither, a little snake of silver.
I think that's just
illumination. Yeah, abomination. All right, let's keep digging. Hey everybody, it's been a long time between targets, and I just got a big musket ball, fired musket ball. Whew, I'll tell you, it's 110 degrees out here. What do you think?
It's definitely the heat index.
Heat index is definitely over 100. It's probably 105. Yeah. Woo. Oh, it's like the surface of the sun. Whew, let's get
hot, too hot now, baby.
Too hot.
Gotta dig in shelter.
Well, folks, I'm in a spot that's got some newer trash, so I figured I would eyeball around a little bit and find newer bottles like that weird thing. This looks like either a bead, probably a bead. Yeah, some sort of a bead. That's almost plastic. Found a couple of tiny bottles here. Here's another plastic bead right in the top. This is a newer spot, obviously. I'm just gonna leave that be. Some tiny bottles. I'm not gonna stick around much here, but I just wanted to see if I could eyeball anything. You know, you could just walk up on a most anything. You could walk up on a Franklin $50 or something here. Get some metal. What is this? Piece of wire. Yeah, who knows? All right, back at it. Hey everybody, I just got a flat button. We're in the middle of a bunch of pottery and glass, and I'm really glad to have that. That's the first old find for me today. All right, let's keep digging and hope there's more to come. Well, folks, that's Shang-a-lang's row, and I ain't gonna touch his finds there, but he's got some marblage right there. It's a clay marble. It's a porcelain marble. I put a little dig hole there so he'd see it, because he's blind.
I'm blind in one ear and can't see out
He's
the other.
blind in one ear and he can't see out the other one.
The other nostril.
The other nostril. Nostradamus over here. I predict that you're gonna make a find on your row, Nostradamus. Here is a faucety find, I guess. Something to turn on a spigot or gas main or something. Not sure, but all right, back to digging. Well, folks, this looks like an English gun flint right on the surface. It sure is. That's awesome. See the beveling there? I'll take that. Heck yeah.
No, leave it.
I'm gonna leave it. Yeah. English gun flint. That is old. I mean, sorry, French gun flint. What am I thinking? The heat's getting to me. French gun flint, honey colored gun flint. Hey everybody, I just found this, and that is well, I won't tell you what it is, but let me let me take you back a few years to 2017 or so. Yeah, to this spot right here. And at any rate, watch this. This is Buckle Boy here, and I'm in shock about what Shangalang just dug. Look at this.
A sword handle.
That is a sword handle.
Oh,
my God. Can you believe that?
Look at it,
it's
man.
It's busted at the finger guard there.
This is where the blade came.
That's where the blade was.
It's like this.
Lord. We're going to have to figure out what model this is, but
yeah,
that's unbelievable.
It's probably,
I don't even know. I'd imagine it's Civil War cavalry era.
Cavalry, huh?
Yeah.
Look, this is different right here on the tip.
Like yeah, I don't know.
Stone or it'd be cool if it was a big
might
diamond.
Be iron, yeah.
Oh yeah, maybe it was the like a rivet on the end, right?
Yeah. I'm total shock, man. I'm in total shock.
In a sword thing like that.
Wow. Okay.
What a find, huh? What a find.
Wow.
Keep digging.
Keep digging. This is Shangalang's find again. It is his day and not mine. He's already got him a mercury dime, and he's got him a sword, and now he's got him a one reel. This
a one reel. Oh, and never mind that. Look at this nice fired musket ball. Oh, this is what I'm excited about. Nah, not really.
I'm keeping this one. Yeah, but here it is. We're gonna wash her off and see what it is. But it's a Ferdinand, so it's probably early 1800s. 1800, 1814, or 16.
Here's a back of a pocket watch.
Back of a pocket watch.
I always like to share everything. I mean, the missing link.
The missing link. We found it.
I don't know who's missing it, but it's the missing link. Yeah. That chain is only strong as its missing link.
Yeah. All right, keep digging. Well, folks, I looked out and saw some brick here. I wanted to do a little eyeballing, and I saw a little egret out in the distance here. See that egret right there? Egret off in the distance, getting him something to eat. Anyhow, I saw from the car out in this field a bunch of glass and pottery, and it looked like a complete bottle out here. Ooh, there's tons of stuff in here. It's not a complete bottle. It just looked like one. Driving through the rows. Alright, well, I'm going to eyeball around in here a little bit. Well, less than 10 minutes in here, maybe 5 minutes, I already have a marble. Excited. Pretty excited about that. And you know who else is excited? Mr. Flippy is excited. I am Mr. Flippy. Let's go dig some targets and eyeball some silvers. All right, Buckle Boy, let's go. I've got a barely visible marble here. It's almost the color of the dirt. That's kind of cool. A little bit of a newer site here, looks like. Just walked up on that. It's definitely an aspirin bottle. Yep, Bayer aspirin. Cool. Vicks, I'm sure. Vicks Vapor Rub. Yeah. I don't know. I kind of have a soft spot for these cobalt bottles. They look good in a windowsill. This bottle is probably Vicks competitor, like a mentholatum. Doesn't say. But cool. Folks, do you see what I see? Go, beautiful, beautiful marble. In good shape, not damaged. Okay, so every time I find a marble, this is a little pro tip here. I go around in that area because where there's one, there's generally more. Kids that had marbles lost multiple marbles. The households that didn't have kids, or the kids didn't like marbles, they didn't play with marbles, don't have the marbles. So that's one way to increase your marble finds. Sure enough, here's another marble. Cat's eye. And 2 steps later, cat's eye was right down here. Here's another marble. And then over here is another marble. So I'm just going to leave the camera on for a little while. Listen to a couple birds here. We pick up a few marbles. There's that one. Super stoked to have it. And here's this one. Green and white. Pretty awesome. All right. Well, folks, you can see that one a mile away. I'm just going to give you all a second to see if you can locate it. And then I'll help you out here. There it is, hiding in the shadows. Very cool. All of these have been really in nice shape, which tells me that it hasn't been plowed in here very much. So that is really good. It means if you get a good marble, it may not be damaged. It's really wild. Like I just walked over there, you can see a couple footprints of mine. And you know, here is a tiny bottle. It's just like when there's so much stuff on the ground, you gotta walk super slow because you can just totally miss anything. I mean, like, you can miss a gold coin just sitting on top. And that's a fairly, well, it's not that old. I was about to say that might be an older bottle, but it's just had a cork, but it's got a number on the bottom. So I think probably no older than like 30s or 40s. Cute though. But yeah, you gotta go pretty slow and take your time and allow your brain to see all of the stuff, because anything could be anywhere. All right, back at it. Well, can you all spot the find? I'll give you a second to spot it. If y'all don't like this game, you can just click forward a few minutes. I'm just kidding. Right here it is. Barely visible. This looks like a job for Mr. Flippy. Oh, Mr. Flippy, happy to be of service, buckle boy. Nice. Nice. Okay, this is pretty wild. So that's a rubber ball, like an India rubber ball right there. Over here are my footprints. Footprint. Boom, boom, boom. So that's where I walked to go get a little more water. And right here, I failed to notice this beautiful marble just sitting there. It just goes to show how close you can be to something and not find it. In this hobby, it's kind of frustrating, but it's kind of nice too, because you never get it all. Keep digging. Well, hey folks, it's not a traditional finds wrap up. I mean, I didn't have a whole lot to show from this hunt. Shangalang found, more things than I did, and also I feel like my best find was actually helping him complete his sword, and that's a great feeling, to do that for your buddy. 9 years ago, we hunted that same field, and we're very thorough, and so it just goes to show that things actually do come up with the plow. And most hobbyists would be absolutely shocked if they knew what was not accessible with their metal detectors, what was not able to be found because it was too deep. So I'm really pleased that these types of things can happen, and I'm really happy that it proves that, when people say, oh, just throw the relic in a junk box or throw the spur with all the other spur pieces, you'll never find the rest of it. It's not true. The best thing you can do is organize your finds and keep hunting your sites. And if they're ever plowed, go back and hunt them again. And with that, I'll close this video by saying this was my only find of any note. That's that French gun flint. I guess this is probably the leading edge, and that's probably the heel over here if I had to guess. It looks like it's maybe would have been musket size for a small musket. Don't think it's quite narrow enough to be from a pistol. So I'm pleased with that. You can see the beveling there on one side, and that's definitely the bottom. This is the top. So y'all have a good week, and please like, please subscribe, and I'll catch y'all on the next.